Good morning dear students, welcome once again. So this time it's a time for session for class 7 Geography chapter number 6 Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. In this chapter we are going to read about natural vegetation and wildlife. Natural vegetation, plants, plantation, and wildlife, animal life, simple. Now in this chapter we are going to differentiate natural vegetation into various types, into different types. Let's see what is natural vegetation and what are the categories of it, or what are the types of natural vegetation. Okay, this is all about the chapter. So natural vegetation refers to plant life. That means plant life which grows naturally, So the plant life, the plantation which grow naturally. We do not need to give the water. They take it from nature. We do not need to give the manure, fertilizer, pesticides and all these things. Not required, not needed. Okay, so the plant life which grows naturally are called natural vegetation. Very simple definition it is. Whenever somebody asks you what do you mean by the term natural vegetation, that means plant life, plantation which grows naturally are called natural vegetation. Okay, now it is divided into three types. In fact, okay, it is divided into three types. You can write, okay, three types. Into three types it is divided. First one is forest, another one is grassland, and third one is shrub or bushes, you can say. Forest means that area which has tall trees, big trees, huge trees, right? Those areas are forest. So temperature and rain, that means they require rain in plentiful amount. Adequate amount of rain is required. Okay, and adequate or ample or good amount of temperature is also required for the forest zone, for the forest. Okay, so what is the basic need for forest to develop? Temperature and plentiful rain. Plentiful means too much in quantity, large quantity. Okay, so natural vegetation is divided into three types: forest, grassland and shrubs. Forest, those area comprising of tall trees, huge trees, big trees, okay, that is forest. And what do they require? They require plentiful rain, too much water, and temperature also. Okay, generally in the area of forest, plentiful rain occurs and temperature is also there in abundant quantity, in ample quantity, sufficient quantity. Now after forest, grassland, as the name suggests. Grassland. Grassland means those areas, those regions, those zones, those areas which are covered with grass, tall grasses. Okay, those regions are called grassland. And what do they require? They require moderate rain. They do not require plentiful rainfall, but moderate rainfall is required. Moderate rainfall means neither very high nor very low. That is the meaning of moderate rain. Okay, that is the meaning of it. Moderate rain, moderate rainfall. Neither very high nor very low. And the third category is your shrubs or bushes. Okay, these bushes or shrubs lie in dry region. Almost no rainfall, almost nothing. Okay, dry region, that means very dry condition. So bushes, thorns, shrubs grow in basically dry region where there is a scarcity of water, where there is lack of water. So based on the condition that different forest is having, different type of vegetation is there. Natural vegetation is divided into forest, grassland and shrubs. Okay, grassland receive moderate rainfall, shrubs receive no rainfall, forest receive plentiful, adequate, sufficient rainfall. That is also you can categorize. In this way also you can categorize. Okay. Now these are the types of forest. First one is tropical evergreen forest. You have to learn the characteristic of these types of forest. That is all about the chapter. Okay, tropical evergreen forest, also known as tropical rain forest. Another name of tropical evergreen forest is tropical rain forest. It receives heavy rainfall throughout the year. Okay, tropical evergreen forest. What is the characteristic? Another name of it is tropical rain forest, and it receives heavy rainfall throughout the year. That means it receives too much rainfall throughout the year. Third characteristic, trees do not shed leaves. This is the key, shed leaf. That means trees do not shed leaf. पेड़ अपने पत्ते नहीं झाड़ते हैं, पतझड़ नहीं आती. They always remain green. That's why the name is evergreen. Okay, why the forest is known as evergreen? They do not shed their leaf throughout the year. Okay, they do not shed leaf, so they are called evergreen. Moreover, common trees, some of the trees found in tropical evergreen forest: rosewood, ebony, mahogany. Okay, these are the types of trees which are being found in tropical evergreen forest. Okay, this is about tropical evergreen forest. Now tropical deciduous forest. Here evergreen, here deciduous. So you have to differentiate between deciduous and evergreen. What is that? Trees in evergreen forest shed leaves, do not shed leaves. So trees in deciduous forest shed their leaves in particular season or at particular time. So here tropical deciduous forest, the characteristic of tropical deciduous forest, trees shed their leaves in dry season to conserve water, to save water. Okay, because it is the leaves through which transpiration occurs. Go to science. Okay, it is the process transpiration, loss of water from plants, right? How it happens? Through the leaves. It is the leaves from where water gets evaporated and is taken into the atmosphere by the sun, right? So if leaves are there, they obviously lose their water. That's why cactus didn't keep leaf with them. They have only thorns to save the water, to protect the water, to keep the water. Clear? Yes. So the trees shed their leaves in dry season to conserve water, to save water. Okay, dry season means during the hot season, during May, June, or during this period. Okay, when there is too much heat. Okay. Now, what are the types of trees? What are the trees that are found in tropical deciduous forest? Sal, teak, neem, shisham. These are some of the types of deciduous forest. These are some of the trees found in tropical deciduous forest. And one more characteristic of tropical deciduous forest, it is useful, it is used for making furniture and constructional materials. Because trees are very hard, moreover trees, because the woods or the trees found in deciduous forest are very hard and strong, that's why furniture is being made as well as constructional materials are made, okay, with the help of trees being found in tropical deciduous forest. Okay, I think these all are very easy. You can remember it within minutes, keeping these characteristics into mind. Okay, yes. Now another feature, another forest, temperate evergreen forest. That one was tropical. Here it is temperate, commonly found along eastern margin of continent. Suppose if this is the direction, upside is north, this one is south, okay, this direction is your east and this direction is your west. So it is found along the eastern margin of the continent. That means towards the eastern side, these forests are being found. Temperate evergreen forests are found. They are found along eastern margin of continent. Hard as well as soft wood trees, both type of trees exist in such forest. Some of the trees are oak, pine and others. Okay, oak is there, pine is there. Okay, these are some of the trees which are found in temperate evergreen forest. Now temperate deciduous forest, it is temperate deciduous forest, trees shed their leaves. First characteristic. Another characteristic, ash, beech, etc. trees are found. Ash, beech, these are some of the trees, some of the plants found in temperate deciduous forest. And birds like pheasants, monarchs are found in temperate deciduous forest. When you sit on the computer or whenever you are searching something in Google, just write pheasant and see the beautiful bird. Okay, pheasant, monarch, these are beautiful birds to watch. Should search for pheasant and monarch, the image of it. Okay, they are beautiful birds which are found in temperate deciduous forest. Okay. Now coniferous forest. Okay, what do you mean by the term coniferous forest? What are coniferous forests? Those forests which are found at high altitude, at very high latitude. They are found at higher slopes, or you can say they are found in higher areas on mountains, on hills. Okay, so those forests are coniferous forests. They are found in higher latitude. Okay, these are also called as taiga. Okay, so another name of coniferous forest is taiga. What are the trees that are found in coniferous forest? Shir, pine, cedar, all these are thorny. Thorny means they have spines in that. Okay, and animals like silver fox, polar bear, etc. are found in such forest, in coniferous forest, because they are found at higher latitude, because they are found at higher areas, at higher altitudes. That's why trees found over there have thorns, so that if there is a snowfall or something like that, they can fall down, they can't remain on the trees. Moreover, another name of coniferous forest is taiga. Shir, pine, cedar are some of the important trees found in such forest. Animals like silver fox and polar bear, etc. are found, right? And that reason, in coniferous Generally, because they are located at higher latitude, because they are located in higher altitude, temperature is very cold. Okay, that's why animals like polar bear and silver fox are found, which can withstand cold climate. Okay, these are the types of forest. Forest got cleared. Okay, so you have temperate and tropical, evergreen and deciduous forest. Apart from that, you have coniferous forest. These are the 5 types of forest we have learned, and the characteristic of it we have learned. Now, grasslands. This grasslands, those areas, those zones which have grasses of big height or small height. Okay, so in grasslands, vegetation grows in areas of moderate rainfall. First characteristic of grassland is moderate rainfall. They receive moderate rainfall. Moreover, grass grows 3 to 4 meter in height. This much, 3 to 4 meter. Okay, 3 to 4 meter will be the height of this projector. 3 to 4 meter height. Okay, that much is the height of grasses, right? Yes. Example also I have given savanna grassland. It is a very famous grassland, you can say, which is found in Africa, right? Yes, so savanna grasslands are example of grassland found in Africa. Okay, yes. Now, thorny bushes. Third category is your bush. Thorny bushes found in dry desert like regions. Obviously, bushes, they grow in such area where there is no water, there is a scarcity of water, there is a lack of water. So thorny bushes are found in dry desert like regions. Vegetation cover is less because sand is everywhere. So the plantations are not much in quantity. They are at big distance, and it's not like everywhere you can find thorny bushes. If one thorny bush is over here, another thorny bush is at a distance of 2 meter, 3 meter or something. Okay, so vegetation cover. What are the characteristics of thorny bushes? Vegetation cover is less and found in dry desert like regions, dry desert like areas. Okay, yes. Now, your chapter, the notes have got finished. Coming on to the question answer of the textbook. Which are the 2 factors? You have to name the 2 factors. You have to give the name of 2 factors on which the growth of vegetation mostly depends. The growth of vegetation depends on temperature and rainfall. Here answer is temperature and moisture. I have not written rainfall. Moisture is also a kind of water. At some reason you receive good amount of rainfall, ample amount of rainfall, sufficient amount of rainfall, but at some reason you receive very low rainfall. That's why I have not written rainfall. If you write rainfall, that will also be correct. 2 factors that affect on which the growth of vegetation depends. The 2 factors which affect the growth of vegetation are temperature and moisture, temperature and rainfall. Okay, so I don't think there will be any problem. This is a very simple question. Which are 3 broad categories of natural vegetation? What are the 3 broad categories? I have already discussed. Forest is there, grassland is there, and shrubs are there. So this is the broad category, okay, into which natural vegetation is divided. Forest is there, grassland is there, and shrubs are there. Forest, characteristic of forest, receive sufficient rainfall, plentiful rainfall. Grassland receive moderate rainfall, and shrub no rainfall, scanty rainfall, very little rainfall. Okay, so this is the difference between all these three. This is the characteristic, and this is the three broad categories into which natural vegetation is divided. Very simple chapter this one is, right? Now you have to name, in the third question, you have to name 2 hardwood trees found in tropical evergreen forest. So 2 hardwood trees are rosewood and ebony. Okay, this is the thing you need to learn. Coming on to question number 4. In which part of the world, you have to give the name of the region or part of the world where tropical deciduous forests are found. Okay, in which part of world are tropical deciduous forests found? Tropical deciduous forests are found in India, in large part of India, northern Australia, and in Central America. So tropical deciduous forests are found in large part of India, northern Australia, and in Central America. Clear? Yes. Now coming on to question number 5. In which climatic conditions are citrus fruits cultivated? Citrus, sour, which are sour in taste, right? Khatta, yes. So in which climatic conditions are citrus fruits cultivated? Citrus fruits are cultivated in areas, in region where climatic condition is hot, dry summer. Hot, dry summer and mild, rainy winter. So they do not require too much rainfall. Okay. So in the conditions of hot, dry summer and mild, rainy winter, they grow. Okay. If they get hot, dry summer, in that condition also citrus fruits grow. And in mild, rainy winter, very small, mild means small, mild, rainy winters. During the condition of mild, rainy winters also, citrus fruits were cultivated. Okay. Now, another question, very important question. Mention uses of coniferous forest. What are the uses of coniferous forest? As you see, uses of coniferous forest: making pulp for manufacturing of paper and newsprint. Okay, the paper is made from material called pulp. That pulp is obtained from coniferous forest. Okay, so it is useful for making pulp for manufacturing of paper and newsprint. Moreover, match boxes, see your match boxes and packing boxes are made from softwood trees of coniferous forest. Okay, packing boxes and match boxes are also made from softwood trees. Example of it, Chir pine cedar, some of the trees of coniferous forest. They are economically important variety of trees. That means economically important, having a high price. Okay, Chir pine cedar, all these are very costly trees. These are expensive trees. That's why I have written. Okay, are economically important variety of trees. So these trees are found in coniferous forest. Okay. Yes. So these are the uses of coniferous forest. That means making pulp. Okay, pulp we obtain from coniferous forest, which is used for manufacturing of paper and newsprint. Moreover, match boxes and packing boxes are made from such kind of forest. And Chir pine cedar are economically important variety of trees. These are the uses of coniferous Okay. Another question is, in which part of world is seasonal grassland found? In which part of world is seasonal grassland found? Seasonal grassland are found in mid-latitudinal zones. Middle latitudinal zones, in the middle part of the world map you can find it out. Okay, mid-latitudinal zones. And in interior part of continent, inside the continent. Okay, inside the continental part, in the interior of the continents, and in the mid latitudinal zones, seasonal grassland are found. This is all about the chapter. Okay, in my next class I am going to come up with some more questions, but till now you note down the homework. First question, write 2 characteristics of coniferous forest, and your another question is, what is difference between evergreen and deciduous forest? These are the 2 questions which are your homework. Okay, should note it down. So till the next time I am going to come, we are going to continue with the same fashion, with this online classes only. Keep learning, keep doing, keep studying hard, because by that time when we are going to meet, you have to make these chapters become very much clearer by asking the doubts or something like that. Okay, so keep learning, keep growing, stay safe, stay at home, stay blessed. Okay, bye. Have a nice day, dear students.